Okay, first things first, let me say, in case it wasn't obvious, I'm a Man United fan and have been for more years than I care to remember. In that time, I've experienced Tommy Docherty, Dave Sexton, Ron Atkinson, Alex Ferguson, David Moyes, Ryan Giggs, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Michael Carrick, Ralph Rangnick and Erik Ten Hag manage this club with wildly differing levels of success and failure. The one constant over those years has been my ability to slag off the manager, yeah, even Fergie, at one point or another. I bemoan their tactics, their team selection, their persistence with a particular player or players, and their baffling substitutions. In my mind, if only they could see what I can see, then results would be better. We would score more goals and ultimately win more trophies. The fact that they didn't, couldn't or wouldn't was proof that I, with my 0 years in football, knew better than these professionals. I've had my favourite players who could do no wrong in my eyes. I've had players who have gone between loving, liking or loathing, and those that I've never liked, couldn't understand why we bought them or played them, and those I couldn't wait to leave. From being a young kid loving Gordon Hill and Stuart Pearson and hating Dave Sexton because he sold both of them, to being a middle-aged man frustrated by Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford's apparent disdain for the work and loving Scott McTominay because he actually looks like he gives a shit. I've done what every fan has done and slagged off the club they love repeatedly. For the early part of my life, the only outlet I had for this was my United supporting mates, where I would complain about how shit I thought Paddy Roach was, how great Steve Copper was, and that we were going to win the FA Cup in 1979. With the internet came a different avenue for the opinions I felt people clearly needed to hear, and that led me to the Red Issue forum. Red Issue, for those who don't know, was a Man United fanzine and a personal favourite. It was brutal in its opinions, and the forum was no different. It's where I went, and still do, to vent, slag off, complain and argue about players, managers, owners and everything else. As time has passed and things have moved on, the internet has developed as social media and YouTube have become the go-to places for fans to offload, and the popularity of some channels and accounts has exploded to such an extent that they are now where fans go for news about the club. The club, eager to tap into a younger fan base that they will need in the years ahead, have been keen to give these channels access to players and staff to try and get the message they want out. With that has come an inflated sense of importance for the channels involved, and unfortunately this was always going to come back to bite both the club and the players on the arse. These channels exist for views. It's an important part of their business model, leading to ad revenue and affiliate marketing opportunities. A player given an exclusive interview gets clicks whatever the outlet, be it traditional media or a fan channel, but what gets more interaction than fluff pieces? Conflict. A backslapping video is quickly forgotten, but a video pitting a player against his manager, a manager against his owners, or the club against another club can be dragged out for days if not weeks. Daily video updates with one overacting presenter after another getting more and more animated, as fast as it looks, gets clicks, comments and views. Couple that with the people using a false name, pretending to be a United fan, and how you have channels such as the one you know I'm referring to but won't mention. As a United fan, I used to love to laugh at Arsenal's fan channels as they ranted and raved at the players, manager and owners, but fast forward 5 years and that's where we as United fans are. At least the people running that channel actually supported their club. You can't say that about the one channel in particular, and United are going to suffer because of it.